West part West Division of the Jayhawk Conference. The Blue Dragon team that's kind of been up and down as of late got retracked the other night with a nice win over Northwest Kansas Tech. This will be the third game in 5 days, Darren Dunn, and this Blue Dragon team is starting to get a little road worry to some extent. They got one more coming up on Saturday on the road at Pratt. So this one is an important one because last year this Garden City team swept the Blue Dragons for the first time in a very, very long time. Before that, I think it was 2014 before Hutchinson had lost to Garden City. But not only did they lose, they also got swept twice, and they embarrassingly won.
Yeah, the first one came at the Sports Arena by 1, and then that second one, 93-58. I think the main thing that the Dragons can take away from that is not only are those games done, the Garden City Broncbusters no longer have Friels on the inside. I mean, that man was a monster at 6'8".
Oh, yeah.
He was a double-double machine, and I think he was the biggest problem. He gave the Blue Dragons the biggest fits last year, and I would say maybe that token has turned just a little bit because the Blue Dragons now have a guy on the inside who can put up those kind of numbers.
Coach Steve Beck winning his 300th game of his career at Hutchinson Community College the other night with a win over Northwest Kansas Tech, and also his 950th overall coaching win in over 42 years. So that is a heck of an accomplishment. Congratulations to Coach again on that. But I know what he would like to do is get another Jayhawk Conference championship on that west side here and compete in the region tournament that will be held at Garden City this year, the first weekend in March. I think actually the quarterfinal games are on the 29th, which is a Saturday. The women will play on Sunday, and then the first through the third, right around that time period in March, and that'll be played out in Garden City rather than Hartman Arena. A lot of folks didn't know that was the case this year, but that's where it's going to be played. So Hutchinson right now is chasing Barton and Colby. Barton at 6-2 and Colby at 5-2, and that's who they are chasing, and we'll be seeing those two teams here pretty quick toward the end of the month as well, as Hutchinson will have to travel to Colby on a Sunday. That'll be a week from this Sunday, and then they'll have a home game against the Cougars, and Barton taking on Garden City tonight, so we'll keep our eye on that one. So Barton lost to Pratt the other night. Hutchinson still smarting a little bit from that 84-83 loss at the hands of the Cali Tigers that dumped them in the polls all the way down to 25. And all you can do is stick your head down, Darren, and just go full speed ahead and try to get a streak win of about 14, 15, 16 games and try to crawl back up in that rankings. More importantly, take care of business and you win Region 6.
Right. This has become a big dip this week, and this has become a big week because of slipping from 12 all the way to 25, which in my mind, a little bit too far. Blue Dragons slipped behind some 4-loss teams, I think 3 of them, in fact, in the polls. So I don't know that they should have slipped that far, but here's the deal. The Dragons are going to need to win to finish out this week to keep from slipping off the poll entirely. And remember now, the Blue Dragons have not put together back-to-back wins since early December. It's been a win, a loss, a win, a loss, a win, a loss. So the Blue Dragons looking to put an end to that little trend that's been going on since early December.
Yeah, whenever I fill out my spot sheet, I have those, what's the streak? Right now it's a winning streak of 1. It's been that way, along with a losing streak of 1 for some time through here, especially after the holidays when they lost to Allen County. Now, my theory is that the east side over there is going to beat the heck out of each other. Cali and Allen and Butler, Indian, Coffeyville, and the Osho, each one of those teams, and not to forget about Cloud, they're all capable of winning. As a matter of fact, Butler won in overtime this afternoon already. So they're just going to beat the heck out of each other. On the west side, that usually is what happens. On the east, it used to be Coffeyville always dominating. On the west, you got some good competition, and we're going to see them. With Pratt, as we travel to Pratt, they're capable because they beat Barton the other night. And also, of course, like I said, Barton and Colby. And you can't stub your toe here today. I went against this Garden team that is 7-9 and 1-7 league play.
Well, I think that's the big thing right there, the big number, the 1-6 in conference play. But there's so much parity in the men's side of the Jayhawk Conference that just like you saw with Northwest Tech, a team that didn't go away. Blue Dragons had them down by 19 late and only end up winning that game 88-79. So it doesn't matter if you're at the top of your side of the conference or at the bottom, you're going to get a good game. Whereas usually on the women's side, you see more of the tendency for a blowout. The men's side, despite the records, you end up getting some pretty close ball games.
Final score of that women's game, 15-point win, 77 to...
Yeah, it was a 77-62.
Yes. So congratulations to John Onge's team that is a little short because of injuries. And matter of fact, Abby Ogle fouled out late in the contest. Got a little iffy there, but the experience, I think, that John Onges and his coaching staff elude onto the Blue Dragon ladies was enough to get them through tonight. And again, Garden City in a little bit of a rares with a new head coach and lots of changes taken there. I heard part of your pregame talking about that. Which would you rather have, the injury situation or the brand new coach situation?
Yeah, I think it's tougher to get new leadership, especially, and it's not the only women's team, believe it or not, in college basketball this year to pull over from the men's side. They took a men's assistant coach to fill that position. They took a volleyball assistant coach to fill the assistant position. So I think that's a lot for those girls to get used to, because you're talking about a system that you've been in for a while now, and especially with Omega Tandy. I mean, this was her second season, so some of those players she had a stronger bond with, and suddenly Garden City saying, okay, well, here's your new coach. Go out and play.
We're going to take a 2-minute timeout, come back and talk a little bit more about this ball game, get set for your starting lineups that'll be coming your way in just a little bit, and we'll be back with more from the Conestoga Arena on the campus of Garden City Community College. Glenn Grunwald along with Darren Dunn. So glad to have you along right here on KHUT as well as KWBW Radio. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
When you're looking for jewelry that's one of a kind, remember Amelia Bedelias, filled with thousands of beads and stones. And with my passion for design, I can create something that's perfect for you. Amelia Bedelias, 115.5 South Main Street in downtown Hutchinson. Go Blue Dragons.
This is Kelly, owner of Brick House Boutique. Stay warm and look fabulous at the same time with comfy, trendy, and affordable clothing. You'll also appreciate the personal attention that you'll always get when you shop at Brick House Boutique. Big city chic in a downtown boutique at 117 South Main in Hutchinson.
The Hutch Medicine Shop and the Hutch Blue Dragons have a lot in common. In addition to our logos both being blue, all 3 pharmacists at the Medicine Shop graduated from HCC. Rick Stone in 1984, Brent Bauman in 2001, and Lacey Stone in 2007. In fact, the Medicine Shop has employed over a dozen HCC students over the past 15 years who are now Kansas pharmacists. The Medicine Shop and the Blue Dragons working together as one team.
Getting the most back from your tax return starts with getting the most expertise. H&R Block has more enrolled agents than any other tax preparation company, and we guarantee the accuracy of every return prepared by our tax professionals. We find every credit and deduction to lower your tax bill. Put our expertise to work on your return, and don't just get your taxes done, get your taxes won in Hutchinson, Lyons, and Ellsworth.
Happy New Year from all of us at Pools Plus. We are celebrating big this new year, and we want your savings to be even bigger. Come in during the month of January and save 20% on all spa accessories and spa fragrances. Stock up and save 15% on spa chemicals. The savings are going on all month long at Pools Plus. Shop local, shop Pools Plus, 21 East 1st in downtown Hutchinson.
Outdoor living doesn't start until you call us at Pools Plus.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to the Conestoga Arena on the campus of Garden City Community College. It's the Hutchinson Blue Dragons matching up against the Garden City Broncbusters tonight in basketball action. Again, we'll keep an eye on some of the other games within the league. The only top 25 NCAA game is Wichita State matching up against Temple tonight. Try to keep an eye on that one as well. So we'll watch the weather this weekend as some freezing rain and precipitation move in on Friday at 80% chance on that day. That might affect some weekend sports or possibly might even affect some high school games on Friday night. We'll keep our eye on that as well. So in this ball game, what do you expect out of both the Broncbusters as well as the Blue Dragons, Darren?
Well, I think key number one to any team that plays the Blue Dragons right now is to shut down the man amongst the boys, and that has been Majak Queth. Think about this. Not only does he come in as the Jayhawk Conference Player of the Week, he comes in now as the National Player of the Week. In his last 3 games, he's missed 4 shots. In those 3 games, he shot 29 for 33 and made amazing 87.8%. In his last 3 games, he's done nothing but average 26 points and 10 rebounds. He just gets that ball on the inside, and he becomes unstoppable. If he wants to score, he's going to score against you, but he's shown he can also dish the ball out as well. He has 3+ assists in his last 3 games and had as many as 6 in that last contest.
I did the hail to the glory when he got on the bus today. He just smiled because he has had a heck of a break coming back from the Christmas break in these games that he has just done well in. Even when Hutchinson did not play well against Allen County, he did play well and had a heck of a game against Allen that night as well. And he was the only star that shined that night. So we'll see what he does tonight on the road out here at Garden City. So they're going to go with the starting lineups, and go ahead and turn it over to you to run down the starting lineups as well.
All right, so for Garden City, the Broncbusters at 7-9. Keep in mind, started the year 7-3. So on a 6-game losing streak here in conference play. 6'8" sophomore out of Fort Worth, Texas. Number 4, Traylon Spencer, averaging just over 14 points per game, coming off a 15-point performance. 6'2" freshman out of Arlington, Texas, wearing number 5, Talik Chavez will get the nod. He's coming off a 20-point performance. Deshaun Woods, a 6'8" sophomore out of Frisco, Texas, wearing number 11. He hit 4 for 4 free throws the other night. Then you get Caleb Favors, number 32, a 6-foot sophomore forward out of Fort Worth, Texas, averaging about 11 points per contest. And then the big man who just became eligible here at the semester, the 6'10" freshman out of Salt Lake City, Utah, number 42, Michael Frazier. For the Blue Dragons, Saquon Singleton, wearing number 1, the 6'6" sophomore out of the Bronx, New York. Number 10, Tyler Brown. You're hoping to see him get back on track this evening. We'll talk a little bit about his numbers over the last couple of games. Haven't been so great. The 6'1" sophomore out of Wichita, Kansas. Josh Baker, wearing number 13, out of Tempe, Arizona, the 6'4" freshman. Then you get Majak Queth, who's been so good, especially in the role as a starter, where his numbers have just been unbelievable. The 6'7" freshman out of Salt Lake City, Utah. And then finally, the 7-footer, the sophomore out of Nairobi, Kenya, number 33, at the center position, Fred Othiambo.
And now they're going to turn down the lights here into the introduction of Garden City. And a fair crowd for a Wednesday night, not the capacity that we used to see here in Garden City over years past. But they've done some remodeling down on the lower bleachers. And Darren, prior to your time at Hutchinson, they used to go out here for the shootout all the time in the early 90s. I remember the early shootouts that used to take place out here. The East versus the West was very well attended. And then they moved to the Coffeyville until they finally decided to do away with that tournament. It was always a fun time to come out here, though, to Garden City and get a look at everybody. This facility's changed quite a bit over the years. I was telling you about the plexiglass we used to have in front. I believe you've been here when they had that plexiglass. Kind of tough to see through because they had a wooden support on the top. Michael Frazier being introduced. He's their new player that just came in at the semester. And he's out of Salt Lake City, Utah. He's pretty good freshman at 6'10", but he just got into the lineup averaging 11.8 points per game.
That might be one matchup we'd like to see. You know, the 2 players out of Salt Lake City, Utah, in Frazier and Queth. I don't know if they'll draw each other as the opening matchup, but don't be surprised if they guard one another as the game progresses.
Blue Dragons in their road blues tonight, white numerals with a little blue trim. And Hutchinson will match up against Garden City. Garden City in their home whites with more of a close to a yellow across the shoulder pattern, trimmed out with the shorts, brown numerals. We're about set to get underway here at the Conestoga Arena here at Garden City Community College.
Garden City's got that highlighter yellow going on.
That's exactly what it looks like. In the jump center, and tip's going to be controlled by Spencer at Garden City. And jumping out to get to the basketball is Deshaun Woods. Top side right. Favors takes it over. We're in a deep corner right to Woods. Woods back out top of the key now. Frazier handles it. He'll shoot the 3 and hit it. He can shoot from outside. That's pretty rare for a big man. As Frazier knocked it down from out of perimeter. That's 3-0 already. Garden City with the early lead.
He's now 8 for 13 from 3.
Ball on the outside. Here's Queth, drives in, kicks it back to Baker. Steve Eck knew that Frazier was capable of the 3, as he told me bounding on the way down here. So here's Queth. He head fakes. Takes his defender all the way down at the outside of Othiambo. Big Fred will turn and shoot it up on its way. No good. Ball's tipped off and rebounded, cleared out of there by Garden City. Fred got a hand on it, but was not able to put it in play. Here's Frazier again. Big Fred out to cover him, clearing the perimeter. Favors will wave off the ball screen, goes left side. They'll gun it on its way, and it's off the back iron, no good. Frazier with the big rebound. Big man goes up, ball stripped, and an offensive foul is going to be called on Garden City. Should be on Woods, I believe.
Yeah, it is. He had the double whammy there. Not only did he throw the shoulder, he got the chicken wing in there as well when he extended the forearm.
Speaking of chicken wings, I'm jealous of Garden City. They have a Popeyes out here as you come into town. Ball on the outside, top, Saquon Singleton. Over on the right side to Brown. Saquon Singleton on the drive. Into the paint. Head fakes. Gets a little separation. Misses it. Queth with the rebound. Put back. It's batted away. And out quickly comes Garden City. But then they put it off and out of bounds off a Garden City player. Nice job by Queth. And he reacted like, hey, I put it off to Spencer. And he got the call.
2 turnovers now here for Garden.
16:21 remaining to go. And then we're in the first half of play. Singleton drives in, puts up a shot, it's rejected. Out with the basketball comes Chavez. Chavez will push it up. Goes to Fraser. Garden City player down and hurt is Spencer, and he's hobbling, and they're going to get the timeout taken to get Spencer taken care of as the Fort Worth sophomore will go to the bench. And Patrick Nee will substitute. Into the ball game comes Mason Osborne out of St. John, Kansas. Ball comes in. Frazier has it. We'll keep an eye on how Spencer is as he's being treated right now. Ball on the outside. Goes over to Woods. Back out top Chavez. He'll drive in and draw the foul. When the Broncbusters player Spencer went down, one of the other players came over Woods to call a timeout, but I don't believe they issued a timeout to Garden City. It was an injury timeout that the referee took the time. Here at the line will be Chavez as picking up the personal foul for Hutchinson is Baker. Chavez free throws up and good. 4-0, Garden City with the early lead, 17:50 to go in his first half of play. Glenn Grunwald, Darren Dunn on KWBW, as well as KHUT, both in Hutchinson, Kansas. Here comes Brown up the court, mishandles for a second, gets it back. Over to Baker, he'll drive in, fakes the pass, now kicks it outside to Brown. He'll shoot the three and hit it. Big three by Brown, nicely set up by Hutchinson as Baker dribble penetrated, drew his man to him. Tyler Brown knocks it down. It's 4-3 now. Hutch within one. Good to see him go going, Darren.
Yeah, just 1 for 4 from 3 last game.
Ball on the outside. Here's Chavez. Over to the big man down low. Frazier, he'll work on Othiambo down low. Ball sails back outside the Woods now, and he gives it off to Chavez. They'll reset it, but they got to get going. 7 on the shot clock. Off the ball screen. Chavez in traffic, shoots, floater doesn't go. Rebound cleared out there by Singleton, and here comes Hutch. Baker will pop the three from outside and hit it. Just like that, Hutch is now on top 6-4 as Baker knocks down the three. Nice job of getting into transition by the Blue Dragons. 16:43 to go in his first half of play. Hutchinson defensively matching up in a man-to-man. Swing down low underneath, shot up and good, and the end foul on West. As down the low blocks was Woods, and he's going to score his first basket. West will pick up the personal foul. That'll be his first. We're tied at 6 with the N1.
It's looking like they may have given Baker a 2 on that last one.
Okay,
they only
you're
have the
right.
Dragons with 5.
I thought I saw the referee on the far side hand come up, but they gave him a 2 instead of a 3. Evidently they did do that, so we'll make sure that's corrected. Woods knocks down the three-point play the old conventional way, and it's 7-5 now. Hutchinson lead cut down and then actually done away with. 7-5 ball game. Garden City with the lead. Othiambo Down low underneath the Queth, kicks it out. Ball deflected into the backcourt, ran down by Baker as a Garden City Broncbuster touched it before that inside to Singleton. He'll bounce inside and reach in, foul call. They're going to whistle this one on Woods. If it is on him, it's his second already. So Baker only with the 2. And the only thing I saw, Darren, is I did see the trail official over there raise the hand like to indicate it was going to be a 3-point shot.
I wonder if they're going to talk about this now.
I think so. I thought
it looked like he was behind the line. I mean, we have a great view of it from up here.
I wasn't positive, but I looked over there, and I thought I saw the referee go up with the right hand, and which would indicate it looks like it's going to be a 3-point shot.
And they did fix it.
They did put it back to a 3. So
yeah, Kyle Burnett, that got some experience at the national tournament last year, got to fill in one of those games as a sub and make sure that the table fixes that to give the 3 to Baker.
Here comes Ashley Emery into the ball game. Naj Ashley Emery out of Atlantic, Georgia, is a freshman at 6'2". He checks in. And Hudson also, Cone will come into the lineup.
Well, I think that was probably a situation where the table must not have seen the official go up like you did for the 3, and since they didn't see it, just marked it as a 2.
Inbounding will be Hutchinson.
I'm going to tell you, based on that first game, we got to pay attention to some things because some stats have come out of thin air, some fouls especially.
Left side, Brown will shoot the 3. It's off. It's marked no good. Frazier comes away and gets to it. Baker can't stop him. He'll go the other way and miss the shot. The follow not there. Is flying in from out of nowhere was Queth to get the rebound. Here comes Singleton with the Euro step, and he got it to go. Count the basket by Singleton. And the end one coming his way in just a second. I looked at Michael Frazier getting that loose basketball, and for a second, I think Josh Baker saw his life flight flash before his eyes, because here he had 270 pounds coming at him all of a sudden.
A 6'10", nonetheless.
8-7 now. Hudson with the lead by 1. And you see Matt Myers come in. Free throws up and good by Singleton, so Saquon makes that one. Good to see him get on track here with free throws. We're tied up at 8.
I can tell you who's been eating those chicken wings. By the way,
now it's 9-7. Now I got the score. Sure.
I learned today that the average person now, when they sit down for chicken wings, has 16 of them.
Whoa.
And that's the combined score right now.
There's a back door play. And they put it up to Chavez, up and good. 16 chicken wings. 9-9 tie. After the basket by Chavez. Singleton in traffic, got to Ocone, the 3 on its way, good. Ocone knocks down the tray. He is capable. Hutchinson went into a little funk against against Allen and also against Callie, and including the other night as well from shooting from outside. Hutchinson has shooters. Jumper up and good. Spencer with a nice move in the baseline and puts it up and in. 12-11. The Busters trailing by 1. Hutchinson with the trade, leading at 12-11. Outside, Baker now on the right wing, steps up, 6-footer, comes out on him, no good. Big rebound by Matt Myers underneath, and a foul called. That'll be the 3rd personal against the Broncbusters. Frazier will pick up his first.
Blue Dragons with 12 points. They've all come on 3-point plays. 3 3-pointers, and then the and one from Singleton where he finished at the line.
DJ Mitchell enters the lineup, 6'4", sophomore out of Washington, D.C. Comes in averaging 13.8 a contest. Here comes the inbound. They'll lob it into Singleton, and he gets caught with a travel. Took a little dance step before he put the ball on the floor. Ends up being a Hutchinson turnover.
Good news, though. That first turnover comes 5 minutes and 9 seconds into the game.
12-11. Hutchinson with the lead by 1. Here comes Garden down the court. You face in there Derek Bryant out of Detroit, Michigan with the basketball now. Out top it goes now to Ashley Emery. Over to Chavez. Down low, Spencer kicks it all the way out. Ran down by Ashley Emery. He goes to the left side, shoots it on its way. Off the back iron, no good. Off the flange, and a foul over the back is going to be committed by Garden City, and they'll get it on Spencer.
It's a good position that time by Jaden Ocone to keep Spencer on his back.
Ocone started the year really in pretty good shape. Remember, down at liberal. When we were down there for the first 2 games of the year, he really had a couple pretty good games and kind of got into a reserve role, and now back and starting to peak again. Zone defense by Garden. O'Cone with the ball outside now to Brown, around to DJ Mitchell. Thought about it, drives in, ball hit from behind. It will be Hutchinson basketball with 11 on the shot clock.
Yeah, an extra second came off the shot clock and the game clock there. Great ball movement, though, by the Blue Dragons.
They get it in and back into DJ Mitchell, and a foul called.
Did you see that?
Yes, it did. Pretty neat play. DJ passes it in to Matt Myers. He gives it right back to DJ, and a quick foul will put Mitchell at the line. The foul's going to be charged against Ashley Emery. Sometimes you see that quick of a play when the player puts it off the back of an opposing player and jumps right back in there. Free throw toss up and missing by Mitchell. He'll shoot a second one. DJ, usually a pretty effective free throw shooter, actually 84.1 on the year. Shoots this one and knocks that one down. So he has a point on the evening. And there's a 2-point lead now, 13-11. Hutchinson with the lead of 2. Outside, top of the key, they'll start to weave it. They'll shoot the long 3. It comes off way long, and Matt Myers there for the rebound off the missed shot put up by Chavez, which was at least 6 feet behind the arc. Brown with the ball on the outside. O'Cone. They'll work to the right wing. Back to the left. Here's O'Cone. Open for a second. It closed. Down low to Singleton. He's triple team. Back outside. Wide open. Brown took a thought about it and knocked it down. He had plenty of time to shoot that one. 2 trays now for Brown. And Hutch up by 5, 16-11. So good to see him get on track. Here's Frazier. They'll split the post at the high. Loose basketball just about stolen. But Chavez gets it back. Myers on the switch. Covers up on him. Left side. Shot on the outside. A three-pointer by Ashley Emery. And he was fouled. So Emery gets 3 plus the 1. Chance for a 4-point play with 13:10 to go in his first half of play. And Chavez will check out into the ball game. We'll check Caleb Favors. He's back in there after starting out of Fort Worth, Texas. Here's Ashley Emery. He's an Atlanta native. A rare 4-point play, and it's good. Yes, it is. So 16-15 now. Hutch's lead is cut down to 1 with 1 shot plus the free throw. Here's the long pass to Brown. Breakaway layup. They'll score it. They went for the interception and didn't get it. 8 points for Brown already. Outside top with the basketball, Bryant. Garden City down the low blocks. Frazier stumbles a little bit. Loose on the floor, and they try to go for it, and a timeout is called by Patrick Nee to save the turnover because the ball, the arrow would have been pointing the Dragons' way. So we'll get a timeout taken and see if it's a full or a partial. It'll be a 30. 18-15. Hutchinson with the lead by 3. 12:40 to go in his first half of play. We'll be back with more Blue Dragon basketball on the Blue Dragon Network right after this 30-second timeout.
Hutch CC Sports on Radio is brought to you by the Sportscaster Club members, Mega Manufacturing, Sporting Chiropractic Center, Papa John's Pizza, A&A Builders, Barclay Plumbing Company, Sutton Kaufman Transmission Service, Lowen Corporation, Old Office Shares, Dr. Eric Severud with Alliance Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, Todd and Cindy Miller of Homestead Senior Care, Man Wyatt and Rice Injury Lawyers, MAYB, Mid-America Youth Basketball, Portfolio Recovery Associates, Dr. Robert Epp of the Hutchinson Clinic, and the Green Vision Group of Hutchinson.
Welcome back. 12:40 to go in the first half of play. Glenn Grunwald, Darren Dunn, live from Garden City. 18-15. Hutchinson lead is 3. Garden City basketball after the timeout. And a whistle and a foul down the low blocks as Singleton along with Mayers double teaming. They're going to give Mayers on the foul.
Dragons looking good from beyond the arc to start this one. 4 for 6. The reason that's great to see over the last couple of games, Dragons only 22% from distance.
Hutchinson up by a score of 18-15, but there's a three-pointer from the corner by Ashley Emery, his second of the game. That ties it at 18. There's a drive. Singleton can't convert, but he'll go to the line. Hutchinson MO so far, Darren, is to take it inside. If you don't have it, then they kick it out.
So the good news is Frazier now in a little bit of foul trouble as he picks up number 2.
That's a big man out there wearing number 42 for Garden City. Free throw toss off. It's marked by Singleton. And he will check out now to protect those fouls. With 12:27 to go, Queth will check back in, and he'll fill the lane in between Samuels and Chavez. Saquon shakes his shoulders a little bit to loosen up. Here comes the free throw toss. It is up and off. It's marked no good, so he missed both of them. He is 1 for 3. We're still tied at 18, early minutes of this first half of play. And kicking the basketball was called, so it'll be Baker back into the lineup. It'll be Garden City basketball.
Watch the inside. Spencer at 6'8", being guarded by O'Cone, 6'4". It's a matchup Garden City's trying to expose.
Ball comes out near half court in the hands of Bryant. That's Derek Bryant, out of Detroit, Michigan. Thought about lobbing it inside. He reverses it to the right wing. Get a step on the defender, go down baseline. Bounce pass goes through the legs of Samuels. And here comes Hutchinson. DJ Mitchell crosses in, got called for the travel. Kind of tried to get the Euro step to go and got called for the travel. He scored the basket. It will not count.
Just the second turnover by the Blue Dragons.
18-18 tie. 12 minutes remaining to go in this first half of play. If you just tuned in, Lady Dragons were winners by 15 tonight. Nice job by the ladies. 77-62. Drive through the baseline all the way through. Loose basketball picked up by Garden City. They missed, and Queth got just a little bit of the hand. It'll be his second foul. It'll be a shooting situation for the Broncbusters. That was just as close to being transition basketball the other way, but it went between a Blue Dragon's legs and rolled over to Spencer. And by the time he got to it, Queth caught his hand. 2 shots coming now for Traylon Spencer. Free throw toss is up and no good. Rolls off on a miss.
And Jayhawk West will come out, so that's the one thing to watch for here for the Blue Dragons. You've not seen him have to go to the bench much this part of the season.
You're correct. He stays out of foul trouble in a pretty nice way. Free throw toss up and good by Spencer. So Spencer now with 3, and he splits the pair and gives Garden City a 1-point lead at 19-18 with 11:38 to go in this first half of play. Baker, they come out and swarm on him. Here's Brown on the outside. Mitchell takes the pass, goes back to Brown. He'll gun it on his way. It's off the iron, no good. And rebound cleared out there by Spencer. They'll kick it out. Now they'll set it up and bring it up the basketball court with Favors across the timeline. Left side, ball just about thrown away, but saved by Bryant. Has cut into corner with Samuels just as the ball was thrown. There's a dribble drive by Spencer. Goes down low and draws the foul. Matt Mayers picks up his second. So now you have 2 big men, Mayers and Queth, with 2 fouls apiece. We will see for the first time tonight as Franklin Batista out of the Dominican Republic will check into the ball game. Spencer to shoot the free throws again. He is 1 for 2. 2 shots coming his way. Free throw tosses up and perfect. He has 4. 2018, a 2-point lead now for the Broncbusters. Spencer will shoot a second one. 11:05 remaining to go. Again, we're in the first half of play. Second free throw's up and good, so he is now 3 out of 4 from the foul line. And 5 points to his credit. And a 3-point Garden City lead like they had at the beginning of the game with the tray that they scored. Here's Baker on the outside. Swarming defense. They kick the corner line left. Wide open was DJ Mitchell. Can't get it, but Baker runs down the rebound as it came out long, and Hutch will reset the offense with the 20-second shot clock. DJ Mitchell drives in, puts it up, has it rejected, gets it back, head fakes. On the baseline left, puts it up and in. Nice job of working for the basket by DJ Mitchell.
He just had in his mind he was going to score, and he was not going to be denied.
That's the lead to 1, 21-20. Foul's going to be charged.
Going to get 1 on each team here. Double foul.
I think you're right. A double foul's going to be called.
Mitchell and Spencer.
Justin Sousa comes over and we give the call. The foul's going to be called against Spencer. That'll be his second, and DJ Mitchell will pick up his first.
They just got kind of tied up with one another over there.
And into the ball game now will check Mason Osborne. He's been in before. He'll come in now for Spencer. Spencer with his second. And it's Coach Patrick Nee. He's in his second year here at Garden City. We'll try to protect his fouls.
Garden City has not won since November 27th.
Chavez with the basketball out front. Right side over to Osborne. Back to Chavez. Corner left now. Into the hands of Samuels. Back to Chavez. He'll gun it on his way. It's off. No good. Hutchinson with the rebound. So Hutch will bring it up, trailing by 1. 10:04 to go. We owe you a media timeout. It'll come next dead ball whistle, which is right there with the foul called on Garden City. Foul's going to be charged against Favors. That'll be his first, and it's his media timeout. Not quite yet. It's right at the 10-minute mark. So I was errant in what I said on the next dead ball because it stopped right at the 10-minute even mark. It'll be at the line. Tyler Brown to shoot free throws already in the 1-on-1.
Yeah,
both teams.
Hot start for him tonight. He was coming off the last couple of games where he was just 1 for 5 from beyond the arc, and tonight he's already knocked down a couple of trays.
Free throw toss is up and good by Tyler Brown. First trip to the line. He has 9. And we're tied at 21. Second toss up and good. And 10 points for Brown already in double figures.
His best performance in his last 2 games. Had 8 and 9 in the last 2 respectively.
And Hudson with the lead at 22-21. Ball on the outside. Top of the key to work it from Osborne over to Favors on the right side. Dribble penetrates, kicks it back outside. Samuels over to Chavez. Shoots it on his way off the mark, no good. Baker with the rebound. Hutchinson send numbers, and here's O'Cone back in the lineup, and he'll peel off and set the offense. DJ Mitchell, wide open 3 attempt, off its mark, no good. And a foul's going to be called on O'Cone, and going down hard was a Garden City player, and looks to be a little banged up on the floor. O'Cone will pick up his first.
Yeah, it's Samuels down there, and the fans a little upset, too, after O'Cone kind of got tied up and got that foul. Instead of going around Samuels, who was on the ground, he tried to hop over the top of him and got tangled up.
There's a media timeout. 22-21, Hutch on top. 9:20 remaining to go in this first half of play. We'll be back with more on the Blue Dragon Sports Network right after this 1-minute timeout.
This is Carter File, president of Hutchinson Community College. I invite you to join us this winter as the proud tradition of Blue Dragon men's and women's basketball continues at the historic Hutchinson Sports Arena. Both teams are favorites in the tough Jayhawk Conference, so you won't want to miss any of the action. Find the schedule at BlueDragonSports.com, like us on Facebook, and follow Blue Dragon Sports on Twitter. As always, go Blue Dragons.
No time to fix breakfast? Just call us at Anchor Away 662-3100 and we'll have it ready for you. Choose from our selection of breakfast burritos, biscuits, or one of our 5 different complete breakfast plates. Breakfast from 7 to 10:30, Monday through Saturday. If you missed us for breakfast, we're here for lunch and dinner too. Pick up your favorite Mexican dinner or take some home for the family. We're open till 9. That's Anchor Away, drive-through, carry-out, and catering under the water tower at B & Adams in Hutchinson, 662-3100.
After the media timeout, 22-21, Hudson with the lead, but shooting free throws now will be Steven Samuels after that O'Cone foul.
Dragons started out a hot 4 of 6 from beyond the arc, 0 for 3 in the last 3 opportunities.
Free throw toss up and off its mark, no good, missing by Samuels, so Hutchinson will bring the basketball up after the rebound and leading them by 1. Mitchell to Brown. Brown dribble penetrates. Ball slips out of his hands. The last touch by Samuels out of bounds. It'll be Hutch basketball. 9:08 to go in this first half. Now Hutch started hot from outside, which, like I said, has not been their characteristic over the last 3 games. Good to see it. And they've cooled off a little bit now. Mitchell Pulls back, on top down to Baker. Here's Brown, an open three. It's off its mark, no good. Mitchell had an opportunity, got bumped from behind, and Chavez comes up with it. Now Garden City on the run. They'll put it up and miss it. Rebound cleared underneath Favors. Kicks it back outside to Osborne. They'll shoot it on its way. It does not go. And Hutchinson regains the rebound and keeps the lead at 22-21. Mitchell outside. Baker. Dribble penetrates, holds up, kicks the right side of Mitchell. Wide open three. Does not get it. A loose basketball pops out, and Garden City has it. Up the court quickly has Ashley Emery. He'll drive in, scoop it up, and score it. He is the leading scorer right now for Garden City with 9. Brown has 10 for Hutchinson.
Yeah, he only averages 3.1 in conference.
Busters back up now 23-22. He came in and gave him some spark, however. Dribble penetration by Baker. Pulls the back away. Outside now. Mitchell on the left wing. Chavez on him. Drive baseline underneath. Shot won't go. Ball rejected, and coming up with it will be Chavez. And kicking of the basketball is going to be called into the ball game. Checks back in. Woods will return. Deshaun Woods out of Frisco, Texas.
To put the Blue Dragons' 4 early threes into perspective, the last 2 games made a total of 6.
A 1-point Buster lead right now. Broncbusters up 23-22. Here comes the inbound. Osborne has it, kicks it back quickly to Favors. Favors will set up the offense. 7-9 on the Broncbusters, as Darren indicated, on a 6-game losing streak. And 1-6 in conference play. Ball outside, they'll shoot the 3 ball. Rims off, no good. O'Cone flies for the rebound, and Hutchinson has the basketball. And trails it by 1. 7:16 to go in his first half of play. Baker to Mitchell. Back to Baker against that zone. Flash inside O'Cone. He'll pop the shot. It's off, no good. Rebound off the floor, taken by Favors. Hutchinson went cold. And a full timeout's going to be taken by Patrick Nee of Garden City. A 1-point Garden City leads, 23-22. 7:03 to go in his first quarter of play. Darren and I'll be back with more on the Blue Dragon Sports Network right after this 1-minute timeout.
Like a good deal? Need a new phone? Listen up. Trade in your old device at Nextech Wireless and get half off any smartphone. Then take your shiny new phone shopping with your $100 Visa gift card. That's any smartphone, plus cash to spend. Oh yeah, need more lines? No problem. Get a new smartphone at half price for everyone in the family, plus up to $300 in Visa gift cards. Visit Nextech Wireless today. Your new phone and cash are waiting. Certain restrictions apply. See store for details.
Needing repairs, parts, belts, or bags for your vacuum? How about free pickup and delivery for any service? Hi, this is Donna Pitzer, the Bag Lady. I work on all vacuums, including Auric, Kirby, Simplicity, Riccar, Hoover, Kinmar, and all Panasonics. I can get bags and parts for almost any vacuum. Plus, in most cases, I'll save you up to 40% on your bag purchases. Best of all, I deliver at no charge for all services I offer. For parts, bags, or service of your vacuum, call me, Donna Pitzer, the Bag Lady, at 663-4322.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Garden City. We're in Garden City, Kansas, on the campus of Garden City Community College. A 1-point Broncbuster lead. Garden City with the lead, 23-22, and had the basketball after the timeout taken by Coach Need to talk things over. Low blocks, so working to Woods. Soft hook, not there. Foul called on O'Cone in the act of shooting. O'Cone picks up his second. He is the fourth Dragon, actually, third Dragon to pick up 2 fouls.
Both teams started out hot. Blue Dragons 4 for 6 from beyond the arc. Meanwhile, Garden City 3 for 5. Since then, both have gone cold. Blue Dragons 0 for 5 from beyond the arc. The Busters 0 for 4.
And free throw. Up and good. 24-22. As Woods hits the first, he has 3. Shoot the second one. Takes his time. Here comes the toss. Is up and on its way, and it is good. Rattles in. (25-22) now. Hutchinson's trails are by 3. Othiambo back in, puts it up, can't get it down, but draws a foul. Foul's going to be called on Ashley Emery, and he'll pick up his second.
The other big headlines here starting out this game, but Jayhawk West only put in 5 minutes in early foul trouble.
Free throw toss off for Othiambo. He'll shoot a second one. As it was any active shooting, a 2-shot foul. We'll get set to shoot again. Here comes the toss. It is up, and this one is good. So 1 point for Othiambo, and Hutchinson cuts it down to a 2-point margin at 25-23. No pressure in the backcourt. Garden City is going to be able to bring it up uncontested, and Favors will set it up to Woods. Out top now to Chavez. Off the ball screen. 3-pointers good. Chavez with his 4th, 5th, and 6th point. And all of a sudden it is a 28-23 lead now for Garden City. Mitchell to Baker. Baker 3-ball. Got it. Baker with the 3 on the outside. He has 6. And cuts that lead down a little bit now to a 2-point margin at 28-26. Ball outside to drive. Get it back out to Spencer. He'll kick it across Chavez. Long 3. Rattles out on him. No good. There's the rebound for Singleton. A quick foul called. It's going to be on the Blue Dragons.
Othiambo is going to get called for throwing the elbow.
That'll be his first. At the line will be Spencer to shoot free throws. Spencer at the line. He's hit a couple already tonight. Free throw toss is up and good. Let's shoot another one. You have him down 4 point wise. I might have got off on him.
6. 4 come from the free throw line. Now.
Here comes the next free throw. Spencer's free throw's up and off. It's marked no good. Rebound's going to be cleared out by Hutchinson. And the lead is 3 at 29-26. 5:44 to go in his first half of play. Hutch will bring it up. Drive by Singleton. He'll scoop up a shot and get it. Nice job by Saquon to get in the open area underneath. I think he thought there was going to be more players trying to stop him from shooting that than there was. He actually scooped it up and in. Favor on the outside. The lead is 1 now for the Broncbusters. Out top now to Bryant. Joe penetrates underneath. Favor. Shot not there, but a foul is called. And going to the line will be Garden City.
DJ Mitchell gets the worst of this, but Tyler Brown knows that he let that back door come open for Favors, and he kind of missed that assignment.
At the line will be Favors to shoot the free throws. Deep knee bend. Here comes the toss. It's up and on its way and off. It's marked no good. We'll shoot a second one. Here for the first time tonight, we see Clarence King come into the lineup. King is a freshman out of Lawrence, Kansas. Has played some good basketball. Knows what his role is, and it's to distribute the basketball. But he is also a leaper. Favors shot up and good. So he split the pair. His first point of the night. And back to a 2-point margin again. 30-28. Garden City with the lead. Here's King. Down low to Othiambo. Gets the pass nicely underneath the Baker, and he has a strip from behind. Long pass down court. Then they go quickly to Bryant. Lays it off. No good. Doesn't get it. Favors comes up with the rebound. He'll go up. It's rejected by Othiambo out of bounds. Hutchinson got pretty lucky right there. It looked like it was going to be a wide open layup.
Yeah, good job by the Blue Dragons getting back, and Big Fred's actually going to pick up a foul here.
Fred Othiambo picks up his second. So Steve Eck will have some decisions to make. Queth on the bench with 2 fouls right now.
Mayer's there with him.
Mm-hmm. All 3 big men for Hutchinson with a couple fouls apiece. Free throw toss is up and good by Favors. 2 points for him. Dodge City and Garden City locked up in a good one at Barton. Barton and Dodge City locked up in a good one at Barton. 59-54. Cougars on top with 11:10 to go in the second half of play. Favors takes some time. Free throw toss is good. He has hit 3 straight free throws after missing his first. And the lead extended to 4 now with 4:50 to go in this first half of play. Late game tonight. This one started at 8 o'clock. Here's a drive by Singleton. Up and in. That's what Saquon's going to have to do more of that. They're going to have to get in the ball on the inside, Darren. There's a steal. Singleton will be showtime for him as he anticipates it and goes for the dump. So 2 straight baskets by Singleton has tied this game. It's 32 with 4:24 to go in this first half of play. Ball outside, Bryant. Holds it, goes left side with it. Samuels drives baseline underneath too far. Doesn't get it. Loose basketball picked up by Favors. 2 different Dragons push themselves out of the play, and now a foul's going to be committed. It's on Singleton, and that'll be his second personal. So Hutchinson slowly but surely getting in some foul trouble. Several, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different players with 2 fouls apiece. And Favors will go back to the line where he has hit 3 straight. Double bonus time for him. Free throw toss is up and good. And he will shoot a second one. O'Cone back into the lineup. Singleton takes a break.
Quite a night already at the line for Favors, who in his last contest was just 1 for 5.
Man, he is 5 for 6 right now. Making another one up and good. 34-32, the lead back at 2 now for Garden City. 4 minutes to go and a half. Baker mishandles the ball, gets it back to Brown, back to Baker. Drives in and draws the foul. That will be number 3 on Ashley Emery, so he is the first player in the game to pick up the 3rd foul.
That's big. He was leading Garden City there with a couple of threes and 9 points.
Free throw toss up and good by Baker. Baker's first trip to the line. He has 7 points tonight.
He's been so good at the line. I don't want to tell you how good he's been until after this one.
Good job. It's the old broadcaster's text, but he has been extremely good. Free throw toss is up and good. Got that one as well. So 8 points for him, and we're tied at 34 again.
Yeah, he's only missed 4 times from the line this year.
34-34 tie. There's Chavez for Garden City. 3:40 to go in his first half of play. Favors. Brown out tight on him. Ball screen. Well, getting big down low is Frazier. Now they get the ball to him. Othiondo plays him out tough. He'll kick it outside of Woods. The Favors. Floater on his way. No good, but he gets his own rebound. Blocked by Othiondo. Hutchinson comes up with it. Nice job for Fred to stay active on the boards and knock the ball away without swatting at it. Here's Baker on the outside. Baker will pull it back. Now gives it off to King. He drops it down to Othiondo. He's double teamed. Goes up. Nice move. Basket good by Othiondo. Big Fred comes through with the basket, and Hudson regains the lead at 36-34. 2:53 to go in a half.
He was really directing traffic on that play, asking for the ball to go to the elbow so he could get it underneath.
Travel call goes against Chavez. And Hutchinson will have the basketball.
Fairly clean basketball, only the 5th turnover for Garden City. Dragons right now with only 2.
Glenn Grunwald along with my partner Darren Dunn tonight. Still glad to have you along on KHET Hutchinson and KWBW Hutchinson. There's alley-oop to Othiondo underneath. Goes up and misses it. But O'Cone comes in and skies to get it. Baker 3 from the corner left. No good. Loose basketball. O'Cone, but he stepped out of bounds. Did a great job. Got it into King. But he stepped out of bounds when he went up to try to save it.
So you see a lot of hustle from O'Cone, and we mentioned this earlier in the year. A lot of times you don't see him anywhere near a rebound, and suddenly he's in position to pull it away.
Up the court comes Favors. They go high, top of the key, to the free throw line, and they split it. Back outside now, Chavez. He'll gun it on his way and hit it. Nice smooth shot by Chavez. He has 8, and we're tied again at 36. So we've been tied 32 all, 34 all, now 36 all. King in traffic. Has it taken away. Woods then throws it down to Osborne. Here's Spencer. He'll Euro step and put it up and can't get it done, but gets his own rebound. Taken away from Brown by Brown. It is Hutch basketball. Nice job by Tyler Brown to be where he needed to be right there to come up with the basketball. Minute and 38 to go before halftime. 36-36 all. Here's Baker, left side to King. King on the dribble out, holds up. Over to O'Cone, wide open underneath. Othiambo goes up and puts it down and through. 38-36, Hutchinson.
Spencer came up and left Othiambo wide open on the opposite block.
And Fred was even as surprised how wide open he was. Feed down low, in and out of the hands of Spencer out of bounds. It'll be Hutchinson basketball.
Turns out to be a double whammy for Spencer. On one end, he gives up a wide open dunk, and on the other, he gets the stone hands, so he'll come out.
1:09 to go before halftime. Hutchinson basketball up by 2. Try to get a little extension here. The Dragons weave it out front. O'Cone's waved off by Baker. Here's Brown. Brown to the top of the key. Right side. There's King. Has a break underneath. Goes up strong and scores it. That's what I like about Clarence King. He can make something happen on low blocks. He can really jump, and his jumping ability helps score that one. A 4-point lead at 40-36 for Hutch. Inside of 40 seconds. Outside Osborne. He's wide open. Dumps it to Woods. Woods in the paint. Goes up strong. Shot doesn't go. Rebound cleared up. And coming up with the basketball will be King. 29 seconds to go. Hutchinson on the run. King lays it up and scores it. 2 quick baskets by Clarence King to close out this last minute of play. 20 seconds to go. Hutch up 42-36. Nice little run right here, Darren.
Yeah, largest lead for the Blue Dragons here at 6.
Drive inside Favors. Goes up strong. Got it. And the end one. O'Cone on the foul. And that'll be his 3rd. So Favors took it inside. That's his first basket of today. He has 7. So Jaden O'Cone in a little bit of foul trouble, shaking his head. Favors at the line. 8.4 seconds to go. Free throws up and good. So he completes the N1 with 8 points now total. And it's a 3-point ball game at 42-39 with 8.4 to go. Ursery into the ball game for the first time tonight. He will be inbounding. Full court pressure. King has it. Now he's got to go. King across the half court, shifts gears, takes it down. Ball sails out of bounds. It'll go over to Garden City with 1.9 to go. Enough to get a shot off for Garden City as they trail it right now by 3. Pressure in the backcourt by the Blue Dragons. Long pass, baseball pass intercepted by Hutchinson's Brown, and halftime is here. 42-39. Hutchinson with the lead as they go to the respective dressing rooms. Hutchinson with the lead of 3, 42-39. We'll take a break, come back and add up all the numbers, get set for that Medicine Shop in-game capsule. We'll be back with more from Garden City right after this 2-minute timeout.
Hi, Brian Bowen, General Manager at Midwest Toyota. It's a new year, and it's time to move out on all the 2019s. And with deals like a 2019 Toyota Corolla hatch was $23,361, now just $19,499. Or how about a 2019 Tacoma Access Cab 4x4 was $35,493, now $30,999. Or how about a 2019 Toyota 4Runner Limited 4x4 was $46,262, now $40,499. Come and see us for best selection at 1100 East 30th or online at MidwestSuperstore.com.
Basketballs are bouncing and crowds are cheering. Your best offense during cold and flu season is a good defense. Drink plenty of liquids, get plenty of rest, and keep your hands sanitized. If a bug still manages to get you, Ashcraft Pharmacy, your local Health Mart pharmacy, has over-the-counter medications that can help. Or if you need a prescription, we offer free mail-out, free delivery, or call ahead for our handy curbside service. Go Dragons! From Ashcraft Pharmacy in the Hart Shopping Center, South Hutchinson, and Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Need to send someone money? Pay a babysitter? Split the bill? Use First Pay. It is the person-to-person payment option located right inside your online banking app. There is no need to download an additional application. It is simple, safe, and secure. We're first for you. Visit fnbhutch.bank to learn more, or click on your First National Bank app to get started. You can also stop into a location nearest you, and we're happy to help. First National Bank of Hutchinson, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
HCC Sports on Radio is brought to you by the Sportscaster Club members, Mega Manufacturing, Fording Chiropractic Center, Papa John's Pizza, A&A Builders, Barclay Plumbing Company, Sutton Coffin Transmission Service, Lowen Corporation, Old Office Shares, Dr. Eric Severud with Alliance Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, Todd and Cindy Miller of Homestead Senior Care, Man Wyatt and Rice Injury Lawyers, MAYB, Mid-America Youth Basketball, Portfolio Recovery Associates, Dr. Robert Epp of the Hutchinson Clinic, and the Green Vision Group of Hutchinson.
Hi, everybody, and welcome back. It is halftime. It's time at the Medicine Shop in-game Castle. Hutchinson on top at a score of 42-39. The Garden City led through much of that first half of play, and Garden City's done a good job at the free throw line. We'll tell you all about it here in just a second. Let's talk about the Medicine Shop. 14th in Maine. It is flu season. Just read an article where a bunch of the Kansas City Chiefs that came down with the flu right before their AFC Championship game coming up. And maybe could have used either some Tamiflu or possibly some of the flu shots at the Medicine Shop as they have. Stop by and see what they have as well. If you haven't been into the Medicine Shop ever, stop by and talk to Rich Stone and all the qualified pharmacists there, Lacey and Brent and everybody. They'll be glad to fill you in on what you might need. And get that flu shot. Also, if you're 65 years and old and listening, and you can get even a stronger dosage of the flu shot this year. It might not keep you from getting the flu, but you won't get it as bad. Stop in and get your shot and get it taken care of. Also, CBD oil products as well, great over-the-counter products. Also, they have the Love Hutch wall over there with local items from different distributors around the city of Hutchinson right here that they're able to sell some of their goods as well. That's the Medicine Shop, 14th and Main in Hutchinson. It's time for the Medicine Shop in-game capsule, as I indicated. And I'm looking at the free throw shooting for Garden City. 75%, 15 out of 20. Hutchinson's only put up 11 and hit 7. That's the difference in the ball game. Hutchinson has kind of owned the shooting percentage at 46.9, and Garden City was held to 37% on 10 out of 27. The difference in the rebounds are equal at 18. And I don't know, you got pretty good shooting by Hutchinson right now. Adds up to a 3-point lead, Darren.
Yeah, the Dragons in the last 2 games that they've played, just 22% from distance, only made 6 3-pointers in that stretch, made 5 in that first half. Both teams started hot, and then both teams kind of cooled off from distance. The Blue Dragons started off 4 for 6, finished the half 1 for 7 from beyond the arc. The Busters were 3 for 5 and finished 1 for 6. So pretty even in that category. As you mentioned, even in the rebounding category. Pretty clean basketball played by both of these teams until late, where the Blue Dragons had a couple of quick turnovers, but only 7 turnovers for Garden City to the Blue Dragons 4. Saquon Singleton with 9 points at the half. 10 for Tyler Brown. He went quiet. He had the first 10 points of the game very quickly, and before that 10-minute media timeout, and then finished out without scoring a basket there in that first half. Josh Baker knocked down a couple of threes, finished with 8 points and 4 rebounds. Majak Queth, pretty big storyline, played 5 minutes. Got into foul trouble in that first half. Did pull down 3 rebounds, though, in those 5 minutes. Fred Othiambo averages just under 2 points a game in conference play. Got 5 big points there in that first half, most of them coming late. Traylon Spencer, 6 points for the Busters, 8 points for Chavez, who knocked down a 3-pointer. Ashley Emery knocked down a couple of threes. He went 2 for 5, finishes with 9 points in first half action. And Caleb Favors had 8 points and 6 rebounds. So you look across the board for both of these teams. Largest lead for the Blue Dragons, 6. Largest lead for Garden, 5. Pretty even as you look down a lot of the categories, except for you look in the paint. Blue Dragons 20 to Garden City's 10 points. And in the fast break category, Blue Dragons with 9 to Garden City's 2.
Yeah, you could just about check what the MO was going to be. So Garden City with 10, Hudson, that is, with 10 points off the bench compared to Garden City's 9. But the big story, like you said, the storyline, Queth with 0 points has not scored in a contest, gotten foul trouble, and he has been having, we maybe talked up too good about what he's been doing since we came back from break and named National Player of the Week, and he has really not been a factor here. Good job by Othiambo to chip in 5 points in that first half of play.
Yeah, he came open on a big play where he recognized the defense kind of sucked up a little bit too high. He was left wide open, and he's been directing a little bit of the traffic underneath. He knows if he doesn't want to necessarily get the entry pass from up high, and he knows that if he can get one more pass over to the elbow or down to the corner, it gives him a better chance of getting the ball. He's been telling his guards, okay, hey, move it here, move it there, and let me see if I can do something with it. And to his credit, he's really not forcing anything underneath. He knows if he turns around and puts on that move and nothing's there, he's looking to pass it across the lane.
Hutchinson maybe in a little bit more foul trouble than Garden City is. The Broncbusters with Ashley Emery with 3 fouls, and O'Cone for Hutchinson with 3 fouls. Those are the only 2 players in the game that have 3. Spencer has a couple, along with Woods, and also including Favors with 2, and Frazier for 2 for Garden City, while Hutchinson has a whole slew with 2 fouls. Singleton, Mitchell, as well as Mayers, Queth, and Othiambo. So Hutchinson's got to be careful there, Darren, and not get too bad of foul trouble.
Yeah, especially in the paint. They've really been trading fouls for fouls. When Queth got into that foul trouble, it was Mayers that came in for him. Then Mayers got in foul trouble, so they had to go to Othiambo. And then, as you mentioned, Othiambo then picked up 2. And keep an eye on those guards as well. Saquon Singleton, his second foul that he picked up was kind of on a silly reach-in. So what these players now need to realize is, okay, we've got 2. We really don't want 2 to become 3, because if it does, especially quickly, like we saw happen to Idra in the women's game, they're going to be back on the bench where they were for much of the first half.
By the way, the women won by a nice 15-point margin, 77-62. John Hodgson's team stays right in the hunt for the Western Division as Seward on top and Seward off tonight. Seward undefeated in the women's side. On the guys, it is Colby and Barton in front of the league race. Hutchinson will keep an eye. Matter of fact, we'll bring those scores to you in just a little bit. Darren and I are going to take a 2-minute timeout, come back and run down some scores in the Jayhawk Conference as well as the NCAA. We'll be back in 2 minutes on the Blue Dragon Sports Network.
Hi, this is Rob, and I want to tell you about one of my favorite places in Kansas to get a melt-in-your-mouth cheeseburger. It's RV Drive-In, where they've been serving up fresh food, not fast food, since 1948. They're famous for their burgers, but you can also try their homemade pork tenderloin sandwich, patty melts, BLTs, and so much more. Tuesday, Thursday evenings, Friday, and Saturday, they make their homemade onion rings that are the best I've ever eaten. RV Drive-In, Kansas' oldest drive-in at 201 East Avenue A and online at rvdrivein.com. Go Blue Dragons!
Welcome to the Hutchinson Medicine Shop. With the emergence of big business, not only in pharmacy, but all industries, the Medicine Shop is proud to be a thriving local business in Hutchinson. We're so thankful to our customers in Hutchinson, Reno County, and Central Kansas for your support. In turn, we're proud to be a major sponsor of the Hutch High Salthawks, as well as other area high schools, the Blue Dragons, Chiefs, Royals, Jayhawks, and Wildcats. You support us, and the Hutchinson Medicine Shop supports local sports.
Getting the most back from your tax return starts with getting the most expertise. H&R Block has more enrolled agents than any other tax preparation company, and we guarantee the accuracy of every return prepared by our tax professionals. We find every credit and deduction to lower your tax bill. Put our expertise to work on your return, and don't just get your taxes done, get your taxes won in Hutchinson, Lyons, and Ellsworth.
Happy New Year from all of us at Pools Plus. We are celebrating big this new year, and we want your savings to be even bigger. Come in during the month of January and save 20% on all spa accessories and spa fragrances. Stock up and save 15% on spa chemicals. The savings are going on all month long at Pools Plus. Shop local, shop Pools Plus, 21 East 1st and downtown Hutchinson.
Outdoor living doesn't start until you call us at Pools Plus.
Well, the Blue Dragons on top by 3 at halftime. 42-39 out to Garden City. Glenn Grunwald along with Darren Dunn. Let's look at some of the scores for the Jayhawk Conference that we have available to us at this time. Garden City and Barton in a pretty good game. Barton, though, extending that lead now with 5:02 to go in the second half of play, 74-66. So a 8-point lead for the Cougars, and see if they stay on top in the Jayhawk Conference West. Cloud and Coffeyville. Cloud's at Coffeyville. 9:50 to go in the second half of play. It's a 20-point lead for Coffeyville, 63-43. Other games at halftime, it's Cali on top of Neosho County. This is at Neosho County, 61-58 in the east. And Pratt and Seward started off at 8 o'clock. Do not have a score on that as of yet. And those are the scores that I have up to date. I'll check my Twitter file for just a little bit. But Darren, interesting race right now starting to already develop between, again, Hutchinson chasing after both Colby as well as Barton. And incidentally, they play each other in the next couple weeks as we travel on the 26th, I believe it is, up to Colby in the Sunday afternoon game. Those will be 2 afternoon games up there, and then Barton comes in on 29th, if I'm not wrong on that one.
Yeah, exciting to see how things are going to start shaking out. Exciting to see, which freshmen for all these teams are going to kind of step up and be big in that role. We see a lot of freshmen this time of year really starting to figure things out. But Jayhawk West would be in that conversation. Obviously, he's been stifled a little bit in this first half, but it's always fun to see which players that are going to kind of gel together and be those glue guys for your team. Those guys are going to be consistent. And when Jayhawk stepped up, you kind of saw Tyler Brown fall off a little bit because he had been that leading scorer, and Jayhawk West kind of took over that role. So now we'll see if both of those guys down the stretch can get going at the same time.
Right now it's 42-39. Hutchinson leading at halftime. We'll take one more 2-minute timeout. We'll come back and kind of set the stage for the second half of play. Brandon Garcia is our board off tonight back at the Country 102.9 studios. Appreciate all his support. By the way, you're listening to Hutchinson basketball on KHCP, Country 102.9, as well as KWBW. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
HCC Sports on Radio is brought to you by the Sportscaster Club members. Mega Manufacturing, Sporting Chiropractic Center, Papa John's Pizza, A&A Builders, Barclay Plumbing Company, Sutton Coppin Transmission Service, Lowen Corporation, Old Office Shares, Dr. Eric Severud with Alliance Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, Todd and Cindy Miller of Homestead Senior Care, Man Wyatt and Rice Injury Lawyers, MAYB, Mid-America Youth Basketball, Portfolio Recovery Associates, Dr. Robert Epp of the Hutchinson Clinic, and the Green Vision Group of Hutchinson.
This is Carter Fowle, president of Hutchinson Community College. I invite you to join us this winter as the proud tradition of Blue Dragon men's and women's basketball continues at the historic Hutchinson Sports Arena. Both teams are favorites in the tough Jayhawk Conference, so you won't want to miss any of the action. Find the schedule at BlueDragonSports.com, like us on Facebook, and follow Blue Dragon Sports on Twitter. As always, go Blue Dragons.
No time to fix breakfast? Just call us at Anchor Away 662-3100 and we'll have it ready for you. Choose from our selection of breakfast burritos, biscuits, or one of our 5 different complete breakfast plates. Breakfast from 7 to 10:30, Monday through Saturday. If you missed us for breakfast, we're here for lunch and dinner too. Pick up your favorite Mexican dinner or take some home for the family. We're open till 9. That's Anchor Away, drive-through, carry-out, and catering under the water tower at B&. Adams in Hutchinson, 662-3100.
Like a good deal? Need a new phone? Listen up. Trade in your old device at Nextech Wireless and get half off any smartphone. Then take your shiny new phone shopping with your $100 Visa gift card. That's any smartphone, plus cash to spend. Oh yeah, need more lines? No problem. Get a new smartphone at half price for everyone in the family, plus up to $300 in Visa gift cards. Visit Nextech Wireless today. Your new phone and cash are waiting. Certain restrictions apply. See store for details.
Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Garden City, Kansas, and the campus of Garden City Community College. We're at the Conestoga Arena. It is 42-39 at halftime. Hutchinson with the lead, and I've got one more score to pass on. Saints and Beavers all tied up at 30 apiece. That would be Seward and Pratt all tied up 30 apiece at halftime, and their ladies won tonight 68-42 over the Pratt ladies as well, Darren. What does Hutchinson have to do to get things going in this second half of play?
Well, I think for both teams, we want to see the star power a little bit more, right? Coming into this game, it was Michael Frazier looking at his ability to score, his 16.7 rebounds in his last game, and what Jayhawk West has done since being put into that starting role, coming off a 28-point performance with 7 rebounds and 6 assists where he didn't miss from the floor. Other than Frazier's first big three that he hit to open up the game from a couple feet beyond the arc, haven't heard much from him. And, of course, Jayhawk West got into early foul trouble.
Just underway to start the second half of play. It will be Hutchinson basketball. And they'll have the first possession left to right as you watch and listen on the Blue Dragon Sports Network. So glad to have the YouTube channel along, Blue Dragon Sports Network, as well. The three by Brown is good as he starts the second half right where he left off in the first. The big three by Brown. He has 13 points. And Tyler's given Hutchinson now their largest lead of 6 at 45-39. Spencer out front. Works right side, back top of the key now to Woods, left wing, over to Chavez. Cutter's cut through. Frazier sets the pick, and it's a moving screen on Frazier, and that's his third. So player control foul on the big man, Michael Frazier, and he picks up his third. And now Patrick Nee has a decision he needs to make.
It looks like right now he's going to let him play through it.
Play through it a little bit here. Baker outside, dribble penetrates, floats one, misses it, gets his own rebound though, however. He's right underneath the paint, kicks it out to Queth, and he travels with the basketball. Jayhawk gets called for the travel call. And Garden City will have the basketball. Hutchinson not hurt by turnovers too much in that first half of play. They had 4, but a quick one here to start the second half. Garden City, Frazier outside. Chavez drives in, shoots it up and in. Chavez with dribble penetration. He's in double figures now with 10. The lead is cut to 4. Hutchinson 45, Garden City 41. Just underway, second half of play. Singleton. Angle dribbles to the left side, floats one on his way. It's not there. Rebound cleared out of there by Chavez. Chavez on the run. We'll pull it back a little bit. Garden City will set it up now. Left wing over to Caleb Favors. Back out top. It's just about stolen. Queth got a hand on it. Frazier has it. The Favors out high. Right by the foul stripe. Back outside, a three-pointer by Frazier off the front end. No good. Rebound cleared away by Singleton. Hutchinson will bring it up. Hutchinson's going to have to be careful with the foul situation. Try to get to about the 10-minute mark, hopefully, with maybe only a couple on him. And can't be too careful in that regard. Here's Othiambo. Wide open underneath was Brown. He couldn't get the ball to him as Frazier jumped out. It got to it. Frazier with a 3 again from the outside. This time it rims off, and Hutchinson Othiambo with the board. Both teams were tied at 18 apiece on the boards in the first half of play. Queth right now with only his 4th rebound. Gets it down the low blocks, though, offensively. Backs it in on Spencer. Kicks it out now to Baker. Here's Brown from the top of the key. He'll pop the shot and mixes it. No good. Queth with the rebound. Comes up with it. Gives it to Baker. Another shot on his way. This one's good. Baker knocks it down, and he is turning into a very, very good outside shooter. You talked about his free throws, Darren. His three-point shooting ability just as good.
Now well on track to beat the single-season record for three-point percentage.
The lead back at 7 now at 48-41. I should say the first time it's been to 7 at 48-41. Outside, Frazier. He'll gun and miss. He's hit and missed his last 3 shots he's taken. Here comes the Hutchinson Blue Dragons with the rebound. Singleton gives it back to Baker. Foul stripe for Baker. He'll shoot and hit. And Patrick Nee is going to come in and say, we got to stop this guy from scoring. He has 13 points already, and Hutchinson with 50 to lead it by 9. Good first 3.5 minutes for Hutchinson. 50-41 on top of Garden City. We'll take a timeout. It'll be a Garden City timeout. We'll be back with more coming your way right after this 1-minute timeout.
Needing repairs, parts, belts, or bags for your vacuum? How about free pickup and delivery for any service? Hi, this is Donna Pitzer, the bag lady. I work on all vacuums, including Auric, Kirby, Simplicity, Riccar, Hoover, Kinmar, and all Panasonics. I can get bags and parts for almost any vacuum. Plus, in most cases, I'll save you up to 40% on your bag purchases. Best of all, I deliver at no charge for all services I offer. For parts, bags, or service of your vacuum, call me, Donna Pitzer, the bag lady, at 663-4322.
Hi, Brian Bowe, General Manager at Midwest Toyota. It's a new year, and it's time to move out on all the 2019s. And with deals like a 2019 Toyota Corolla hatch was $23,361, now just $19,499. Or how about a 2019 Tacoma Access Cab 4x4 was $35,493, now $30,999. Or how about a 2019 Toyota 4Runner Limited 4x4 was $46,262, now $40,499. Come and see us for best selection at 1100 East 30th or online at MidwestSuperstore.com.
Hutchinson leads it by 9, 50-41. Garden City will bring the basketball up after the Garden City timeout with 16:25 to go in this second half of play. Here's on the outside, Samuels. To the right side to go to Woods. Woods dribble drives, stumbles a little bit, gives it up to Chavez. Gets called, blocking foul is going to be called. This will be a team control foul, I believe. It's going to be called on Woods.
Yeah, Woods is getting outside of his frame on that screen.
A little bit of football news today. Bobby Petrino will be the new head coach at Missouri State, is what reports say. So he'll be over at Springfield. Shot up and missing by the Blue Dragons Brown. Here comes Garden City. They'll drive it down, loop up a shot. It won't go. Thiambo keeps it alive and gets the rebound. Outlet comes to Queth. Here comes showtime for Queth. He'll lay it up and score it. Such long arms. And is that his first basket today?
First basket.
Comes at the 15:45 mark of this second half of play. Coach teased him about looking like the emu in the commercials on TV. There the ball goes to the backcourt. It's going to be off the Woods to be turned over. He kind of looked like the emu running down the court on that one. That's not very nice of me to say, but that's what Coach X started it.
I laughed because I can see it.
He brought it up on Dragon Talk. There's a blocking foul against Hutchinson. If it's on Queth, and it is, that's going to be his third. So Steve X is going to have to make a decision. He's going to go to the bench, and coming into the ball game will be DJ Mitchell.
Yeah, Queth maybe needs to get away from the official. He's asking about it.
He will come out. He's a little frustrated. Only has 2 points after being National Player of the Week named today, and KJCC Player of the Week as well. He's been red hot with averaging 26 points in 4 tries. He's got 4 outings, I should say. But not tonight. He's saddled with fouls, and now he has 3 fouls and also with 2 points. Here's Spencer on the outside. He'll drive in, pull it back away. Takes Othiambo into the paint, puts it up with the left hand. Not there. Rebound cleared out there by Singleton, and he was fouled. And referee could tell that he was kind of tripped up. Foul's going to be called on Woods, and that'll be 4 on Deshaun Woods. So he picks up his 4th.
How about that defense by Fred Othiambo? I mean, he's guarding a guy who's dribbling it like a guard, going behind his back.
Yeah, he's doing a good job.
Looked like he was going to get head and shoulders by him and never could get by Big Fred.
Mitchell turned down the 3-point opportunity, kicks it back again, and he knows Coach wants him to work the ball a little bit, try to get a little bit better looking shot, take some time off the clock. Here's the feedback, a little down low, then Singleton, basket good. Nice job by Brown on the no-look down to Singleton. And Singleton in double figures with 11 now, off his average of 12.5. Nice job by Tyler. And the lead extended again, 54-41 now. A 13-point lead with 14:31 to go. Again, we're in the second half of play. Hutchinson on the road at Pratt coming up on Saturday night. If you can't be there, please join in on both the broadcast on the stream as well as on the Blue Dragon Sports Network, KWBW as well as KHET. There's shot clock violation. Or no, they got a Hutchinson foul is going to be the call. It's going to be on Singleton. I thought it was going to be a shot clock violation, and they come up whistling a foul on Saquon Singleton with 14:13 to go, and that is the 3rd on Singleton.
By the way, Dragons have opened up this half on a 12-2 run.
Here comes the pass into Spencer, stolen away. Baker comes up with it. Baker with the sprint out. Here comes Baker in, trying to score it. He will, and it could have been an intentional possibly. The foul was called really close to being an intentional foul, and they're actually going to discuss that possibly. And I think that's what they're going to count the basket. Now, they did not do the intentional. It'll be Baker shooting free throws. Foul's going to be charged on Frazier. That'll be his 4th personal foul. And at the line will be Baker to shoot free throws with 14:08 remaining to go in the second half of play. 56-41. Hudson has blown open a 15-point lead, much like the women did in the women's game in the 4th quarter of play. They end up winning it by 15. Baker, free throw toss is up and good. Josh Baker playing pretty good basketball. 14 points total for him. 57-41. Hutchinson with the lead. There's a steal. Here comes King. King will bring it up. He's back in the ball game. Clarence King goes over to Brown, over to Baker outside, and they'll reset the offense. 22 on the shot clock. Mitchell waving King over on the other side. Here's Baker. Shifts gears, keeps it outside to Brown. Drives down low underneath, wide open underneath. Baker found him napping a little bit, and once you got the big man Frazier out of there, Darren, they could do something on the inside. 16 points now for Baker. I checked that. I might have missed the basket. The drive down low, wrap around, up and good by Chavez. And Chavez with his second basket of the second half. He has 12. That's that long run that Hutchinson had. 59-43 the lead is now. Hutch on top.
Yeah, about a 5.5 minute drought there for Garden City.
Mitchell shot looked good but didn't fall. Rebound cleared out there by Caleb Favors. Garden City will bring it up. 13-minute mark. Shot not there. Othiambo with the rebound. This has turned into a little bit of a track meet back up and down the floors. Here's Baker on the outer perimeter. Baker, the leading scorer for Hutchinson so far tonight. Drop pass down low and stolen away. Spencer jumped out to get to it to knock it away, and Othiambo couldn't extend to bring it in. Spencer thought about it, resets the drive, kicks it underneath. Favors, basket good. Favors in double figures with 10. Only his second field goal, though. All the rest has been free throws. 14-point Hutch lead. Mitchell shifts gears, goes down low underneath, puts it up and draws the foul. It's going to be on Spencer. No basket. Spencer will pick up his third. And now Garden City really starting to get in foul trouble. Frazier with 4, Woods with 4, Ashton Emery with 3, and now Spencer with 3.
I think this is where you find out what kind of team Garden City has. How does this team respond to being down like this with players in foul trouble?
Free throw toss is up and good by Mitchell. His fourth point. Second free throw. Patrick Nee, assistant at Seward before he came to Garden. Before that, he was the head coach at Independence, and before that, the head coach at Highland. He's the son of Danny Nee, who's known for his ties, the former Nebraska head coach. And I have a couple of Danny Nee's ties. Free throws up and missing by Mitchell. The rebound's going to be cleared out of there.
You got the same ones, or you stole them from him?
I got ties, and he had a line of ties. Didn't he, Carp? He had a line of ties. Dress ties. Ball knocked away, and Hutchinson comes up with it. Here comes Mitchell. Ball rejected, and an intentional foul called. This one's going to be called on Ashley Emery. That'll be his fourth. It will be an intentional foul. Let's see if DJ's okay. He's going up for an easy layup and just gets hammered all the way to the feet of the cheerleaders along that east side of the Conestoga Arena. That'll be the fourth on Ashley Emery. So DJ Mitchell gathers himself and steps to the line. You might need some of that blue stuff and CBD oil from the medicine shop, because that was a collision, man.
Yeah, we've seen kind of the build-up, haven't we?
Uh-huh.
It's a good thing the officials are on top of it.
Well, that definitely needed to be called. I thought maybe a little while ago that an intentional foul should have been called. Free throw toss is up and good by DJ Mitchell. Mitchell had just missed one, so good to see him gather himself and hit that one. He has 5 tonight. Averages 13.8. Played well the other night against Northwest Kansas Tech off the bench. Free throw toss up and good.
And he's another player that's provided a big spark, especially in conference play where he's averaging 17.3 a game.
DJ loves the basketball game, gets a little intense and kind of gets very emotional sometimes, and it works against him. Once he gets that under control, it can be some good stuff. Here comes the pass out high to Clarence King. He'll drive into the paint, loses the basketball, trying to get it back, still losing it. And a foul call. This time they're going to get it on Othiambo because he came in and tried to help. And Othiambo will pick up his third. Good idea by Fred to kind of come in and bat it away, but unfortunately he did it with some vigor. And it ends up being a turnover of a foul against him.
Yeah, almost had him. Just got a little too much leg.
62-45. Hutchinson leads it. 11:37 to go in his second half. A big foul call. DJ Mitchell will pick up the personal. And he and Ashley Emery having a little bit of chats. And DJ's going to check out the ball game. Baker's going to check in.
Yeah, I think DJ got warned, too. Yeah. He was talking a little bit to the Garden City player after that play.
He and Ashley Emery were doing the Macho Man stuff. There's a long three up by Chavez. His first three of the game comes at a good time to try to cut into that lead a little bit. This is right now the scoreboard acting up a little bit. They'll come over and Hutchinson will have the basketball.
Yeah, you got the Busters scores wrong.
There,
and then
62-48.
And then the score, the shot clock is not right.
Shot clock showing 29. Evidently it froze up. Yeah, they had the scoreboard with the score wrong, and we'll see what they get straightened out. Stoppage of play here right now with 11:34 to go in this contest. Now to get it straightened out, it's at 25, and the game clock at 11:33. Here's King on the outside. Over to O'Cone. O'Cone holds the ball high to Baker. Baker on our near side. Out to Brown, Tyler Brown. King comes off, peels off the baseline. Back outside, Baker open three. Shot no good. Ball pops loose and a foul called. Going to go against King. They're saying that King tried to go through the player. For King, that'll be only his first. Clarence King, if you look at him, Darren, he always has a serious scowl on his face. Takes the game of basketball very seriously. I don't think I've ever seen him smile as of yet. I like how he plays, though. Kick outside to Chavez. He'll run it inside, shoot it, and score it. Chavez is a pretty good ball player out of Arlington, Texas. He has 17, and he leads his team in scoring. Matter of fact, he leads both teams in scoring with 17 points. O'Cone turns, shoots, misses. Rebound cleared underneath by Spencer for Garden City. We're nearing the 10-minute mark, 10:35 to be exact, in the second half of play. Well, you immediate timeout when we get under 10. Here's Chavez to the right side over to Bryant, who's back in there now for Garden City. Chavez with the drive, rejected by Othiombo, but they're going to say Othiombo got the foul.
They get O'Cone.
No, they get O'Cone on it, yep. That'll be his fourth.
Yeah, Big Fred clean up high, but O'Cone down on the ground. Got some body.
Tune in coming up on Saturday night when we travel down to Pratt for basketball action. Again, the Beavers and the Saints all locked up at halftime. We'll try to check that score out here in just a little bit. (62-51) the lead. Broncbusters at the line. The first is Chavez. Seward now leading Pratt in a big way by a score of 52-39. Free throw by Chavez was good. Got them both, and it's a 10-point ball game, 62-52. Hutchinson lead is cut down to 10. Here's Baker on the outside, so Garden City's starting to get in a run. Seward got the win over Garden City last Monday night, There's a reach-in foul called on Osborne, St. John native, with the reach-in. 10:09 to go here. Hutchinson try to work it with 14 on the shot clock. Here it goes to Baker. Baker across the lane. Corner left, King had a look and finally gives it to Baker, and he'll drain it. Josh Baker turning into a very, very good three-point shooter. He has a game-high 19. 65-52. Hutchinson with the lead. Baker had a big game down at Liberal with open the weekend of the season. There's a missed shot, and Saquon Singleton comes up with it off the miss by Chavez. I think he had a big game in the game you did against Midland, didn't he? Darren down at Liberal. There's a reach-in foul called. It's going to be on Hutch, and it's going to be on O'Cone.
That'll end his night.
That'll end his night. He will foul out the 5:29 mark. Close the book on him with 3 points tonight, as that's what he finishes with. Immediate timeout now with 9:29 to go in this second half of play. Darren and I'll be back with more from Garden City after this immediate timeout. Your score, Hutch 65, Garden City 52. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Basketballs are bouncing and crowds are cheering. Your best offense during cold and flu season is a good defense. Drink plenty of liquids, get plenty of rest, and keep your hands sanitized. If a bug still manages to get you, Ashcraft Pharmacy, your local Health Mart pharmacy, has over-the-counter medications that can help. Or if you need a prescription, we offer free mail-out, free delivery, or call ahead for our handy curbside service. Go Dragons! from Ashcraft Pharmacy in the Hart Shopping Center, South Hutchinson, and Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Need to send someone money? Pay a babysitter? Split the bill? Use FirstPay. It is the person-to-person payment option located right inside your online banking app. There is no need to download an additional application. It is simple, safe, and secure. We're first for you. Visit fnbhutch.bank to learn more, or click on your First National Bank app to get started. You can also stop into a location nearest you, and we're happy to help. First National Bank of Hutchinson, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back to Garden City, 65-52. Hutchinson with the lead, and Hutchinson about to inbound the basketball. And he get it in quickly to Saquon Singleton, down low to Queth. He head fakes, goes up and scores it. Queth with only his second basket, this coming in the second half of play. 67-52 is your score now. Hutch on top. Good to see Jayhawk get another basket. Chavez on the outside, pulls it back. We've lost one by the foul round. That's O'Cone. Here's a Spencer three from outside. It's no good. Battle for the board taken away as Saquon Singleton blocked out and Brown came in and snagged it. Here comes Hutchinson. Brown, wide open three on his way off his mark, short. Rebound's cleared out there, and he'll kiss the air ball birds out here as they talk a little bit. Ball on the outer perimeter. Outside Chavez, 8:41 to go, the second half. Touch back up again by 15. Outer perimeter. To the baseline, they'll throw it away. It'll be Hutchinson basketball. At the line, I'll check that inbounding will be Hutchinson. Full court pressure now being put on again by the Broncbusters. Outside King to Saquon Singleton. They talked about just running some clock, running a good motion offense. And outside, Hutchinson, Brown throws it away. Chavez comes up with a steal. They'll go down the other way. Basket by Chavez is good. Yeah, that's 19. He's doing about everything he can do to keep his team in this one, Darren. But 67-54, just lead still for Hutch at double figures. There's a drive to the basket by Singleton, wide open seam, and he puts it up. He's right at his average of 13 points. Hutch has an answer for everything that Garden City's doing.
And Chavez has been the only spark for Garden City, who opened up the second half with a 5.5-minute drought.
Spencer throws it away. And it'll go over to Hutchinson.
15 turnovers now for Garden City, 10th in the league right now for turnovers a game.
You watch just as much JUCO basketball as I do, if maybe not more. This Garden City team has a lot of talent on it. Surprised they are 1-6 in conference play.
Yeah, coming off a couple of 5-point losses, so they've been in close games.
Feed inside to Queth. He'll bounce inside on Woods. Puts a nice move up. Basket good. Shows you what he could do on the inside. He's got a half dozen. Way off his average, but he's settled quite a while with foul trouble. He has 3 personal fouls. See what he'll do in the last 7-16.
Yeah, played only 5 minutes in that first half.
Ball on the outside, deep left. Here's Bryant. Back out top now to Favors. He'll drive in. Puts it in between two players, not theirs. Mitchell with the rebound. Gives it off to Saquon Singleton. Hudson runs the floor. Singleton, basket won't go, but a foul will be called. And into the support on the sideline and laying down prone on the floor, Saquon Singleton. A little concerned by the Dragon faithful right here. He is yet to get up. Foul's going to be charged against Woods. That'll be his 5th, and he will check out of the contest by way of the foul route at the 6:58 mark. We'll keep an eye on Saquon to see if he's going to get up or not. He really hit the floor hard over there. He can close the book on Wood tonight. He has 5 total points, all coming in the first half of play. C-Deck out to attend, as well as the training staff out to Sarah Lemons out there helping out. He's up now in a prone position. His hands on his knees, holding that left shoulder a little bit. Now they're going to try to help him up. He gets up a little gingerly, bends over and stretches, and see if he's going to be able to shoot the free throws and continue here tonight. I think they're going to have to take him out because of how long he was there. And now Clarence King will shoot free throws and check in for him. Hit the back of his head is what Steve Carpenter's indicating. Looks like he's going to be okay, but they'll give him a little protocol check over there. And Clarence King at the line. You and I talked about the up and down, win one, lose one, win one, lose one start for the 2020 part of the season, and Hutchinson needs to get in a little run. And hopefully they'll start right here tonight as King puts the free throw up and good. 5 points for him.
This became such an important week once the Dragons fell to 25th in the nation, because now you're looking at another loss this week would possibly oust them from the rankings, and you wouldn't want that to happen.
Free throw, King converts on both of them for Saquon, and he has 5 points now. 73-54. Hutchinson comes into this game averaging 89.5 points per ball game. Garden City averaging 82.7. A long three is up and good for Frazier. Michael Frazier back in there, knocks down his second tray of the game.
Yeah, his first basket since the opening minute.
For a big man, he has some touch out there. Lead cut to 16. Long pass to Brown. Goes up and scores it. Count the basket. So Brown took it in, got it off the glass, and a foul called inside the circle there. And picking up the personal foul will be Favors, I believe. And that'll be his second.
Great to see Tyler Brown getting back on track. The only problem is Jayhawk West hasn't been there with him. And when Jayhawk was tearing it up the last two games, Tyler was kind of down and out.
So the N1 ends up a three-point play for Brown. Ball on the outer perimeter, and a foul called. Player control foul. It'll be on Bryant.
So Dragons, a nice lead here, that 19-point lead. Remember, had a 19-point lead against Northwest Tech before the Mavericks kind of made things close. Let's see if the Dragons can keep this distance.
76-57, Hutchinson with the lead as we head to the 6-minute mark. We're at 6:13 and counting. Blue Dragons again, like you keep talking about, 3 games in 5 days, and we have to turn around, get a couple practices in before we travel to Pratt. There's a drive to the basket. Mitchell will not score it, but will go to the line as the foul's going to be called on Samuels. That'll be only his first. So DJ Mitchell has an opportunity to score 2 from the foul stripe. And again, Pratt getting beat by Seward down at Pratt. Free throw toss, good by Mitchell. 7 points for Mitchell.
5 of those 7 from the line.
And he will stroke another one here. Free throw toss, off its mark, no good. Rebound cleared out by Frazier. 77-57. Hutchinson with somewhat of a comfortable 50-point lead now with 5:55 remaining to go. And a drive inside, and the foul's going to be called on Brown. He thought he had all ball, and Brown will pick up only his first.
Yeah, it looked like Samuels actually kind of stepped into that, walked into that contact, but that call would have had to come from the trail official, and the lead official, that's not what he's watching, so the foul goes against Brown.
Free throw toss is up and good by Samuels. His first point. He'd been to the line one at a time, missed the front end of a 1-on-1. Cali winning it over Neosho, 126-109 tonight. Free throws up and good here by Samuels. My goodness. Cali Tigers, they got to win over Coffeyville. Well, they got to win over the Dragons, and they got to win over Coffeyville, and then they got to win over Neosho. Drive by King to the basket, up and good. Clarence King with a couple. 79-59, the lead is 20 again. Cali's the real deal. They were able to get that 1-point lead, and I think that was a little surge of confidence for them. There's a ball knocked back into Frazier's hands, and he'll put it up and in. Nice move by Michael Frazier underneath on the low post.
First time we've seen the big man work underneath.
He's all been popping out trays all the way. Here's King on the outside. Clarence, a lefty, gives it off to DJ Mitchell. They're in the 5-minute mark now. Here's Mitchell. King with the ball on the outside. 18-point lead for Hutch. Play away from the play is going to be taking place. It's going to be a foul called on Frazier, and it will be it for him.
His night is done, and That's one thing that can be so frustrating with these bigs, like we've seen from Frazier tonight at 6'10". It's a change that they're seeing in the NBA. You look at the stats from, the 20 years leading up to this, and all the shots, they come from, 15 feet away, and teams are working the paint and shooting a little bit outside. Now you look at the stat charts, and all the shots are either three-pointers or right in front of the basket.
Good point.
The game has changed.
Got a final from Colby. Colby 90, Northwest Kansas Tech 59. So Colby wins, and Barton will catch up with them. They were leading against Dodge City. Queth missing. He'll shoot his second one. Free throw toss is up and good. So Queth 1 of 2 on that trip. 80-61. The lead is 19 now for Hutchinson. So Colby stays, and they go to 6-2 on the season now, on the conference that is, and 14-3 overall. Here's a steal. Hutchinson comes up with it. Brown, outlet all the way to King. Tries to get it in to DJ Mitchell. Can't do it. We go the other way. Here goes Chavez. Chavez will bring it down. Collision underneath, and a foul call. Could be Mitchell, could be Baker.
My money's on Baker.
I think so too. Oh, it's going to be on King?
That's on Mitchell.
On Mitchell. That's who it's on. Okay, Mitchell picks up the first one. It'll be his fourth.
So they did get that grab on the way up instead of that contact in the air. Guess I would have lost some money on that, huh?
Mm-hmm. All right. Chavez gets set with 4:39 remaining. Barton leading Dodge 88-71 is the final. They won it. Free throws good by Chavez.
And that follows up his 20-point performance with a 21-point night so far here.
There's Brown, whips it down low to Queth, way underneath the basket, gets back out, gets in the hands of Baker. Bryant on him, throws the ball away. Here comes Chavez. King, the only one that can stop him, and he does. He comes up with a steal, but that steps out of bounds on the baseline. Nice job by Clarence. 80-63. What are they going to come over and talk about?
They want to see if he actually had possession. Because if he did, then they would reset the shot clock, which they have done. So the officials are talking, do we need to leave it where it was if he did not maintain possession on the baseline?
Coffeyville with the win over Cloud tonight, 87-63. Also, like we said, Cali, 126-109 over Neosho. And Seward leading Pratt. Timeout's going to be taken. 4:22 to go in this second half of play. 80-63, Hutchinson. We'll take a 30-second break. We'll be back with more from Garden City right after this half-minute break on the Blue Dragon Sports Network.
HCC Sports on Radio is brought to you by the Sportscaster Club members. Mega Manufacturing, Sporting Chiropractic Center, Papa John's Pizza, A&A Builders, Barclay Plumbing Company, Sutton Coffin Transmission Service, Lowen Corporation, Old Office Shares, Dr. Eric Severud with Alliance Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, Todd and Cindy Miller of Home Instead Senior Care, Man Wyatt and Rice Injury Lawyers, MAYB, Mid-America Youth Basketball, Portfolio Recovery Associates, Dr. Robert Epp of the Hutchinson Clinic, and the Green Vision Group of Hutchinson.
80-63, it looks like it will be Garden City shooting free throws. Nope, in Downing, excuse me. They decided King, he were out on the line and had enough of the possession, and it's a 30-second shot clock. Thank you, Darren. A little floater up and on its way, and good by Bryant. His first basket. 80-65 is your score. Hutchinson with the lead with 4:06 to go. Right now, the three top teams in the Jayhawk West have won. There's a reach in on Samuels that'll send and stop the clock. It'll send DJ Mitchell to the line to shoot free throws. Barton will be 7-2, or is 7-2. Colby is 6-2. Hutchinson hangs on here. They're 6-3. Pratt will fall to 4-5. Seward will go to 4-5. Free throw by Mitchell is good. And he will shoot a second one. Queth looking at his hand. I hope he's okay. Mitchell, free throw toss, up and good. So Mitchell with another one. 82-65. Hutchinson extends that lead again to 17. 3:51 to go. There's a steal. Here comes Queth. Pulls it up and puts it up with the dunk. It was showtime, but he didn't go for a full out. 9 points for that young man. There's a steal by Baker. Baker bring it up to Mitchell. Queth thought about it from the corner, pulls it back away. He's hit a couple threes this year. And that deep corner left.
2 for 2 from the three-point line this year.
One, the shot clock was going down. The other one, he had plenty of time and was wide open, decided to take it. Here's a drive by King. Comes in and out of bounds is going to be the call from Garden City as the player came from out of bounds, inbounds. Can't do that.
Yeah, Samuels got 1 foot back in and didn't quite get that second one down before the ball was in his hands.
Here's King. Dribble penetrates. Puts it up and scores it. Tell you what, Clarence has some skills. Double figures tonight with 10 points off the bench.
1 away from his career high.
3:07 to go in the ball game. The drive by Spencer, baseline. Queth needs to be careful. Down low, the shot's up and good. Nice job by Spencer. What I was saying earlier is I look at this Garden City team and still think they're going to win some games in the West Conference. Not that bad a team, although their numbers certainly don't show it. Here's King underneath, tries to give it to Queth. He does shovel it to him. Queth brings it out. They'll reset it with 2:42 to go. And several Garden City fans starting to head to the exits now. Ball on the outside. Over the corner right to King. Back outside to Mitchell. Inside to Queth. Queth works on Samuels down low. Nifty move, doesn't get it. Gets his own rebound, no. Gives it off to Mitchell. He'll head fake. Goes up, not there. Loose basketball. Brown comes out with it. Baker with the 3. Got it. Baker continues to knock him down. He has 22 points total. And Hutchinson right at their average now of 89 points per ball game with 2:04 to go. Hutch will bring it up after the missed shot at the other direction. And we have a timeout taken. What do we have?
Just for substitutions.
Just for substitution. We'll keep it here. So into the ball game, Batista will check in. Some of the guys out on the court will come out. Ursery will get back in there. Matt Mayers will enter the ball game. And we'll get set to go again. So Batista checks in. King will stay in along with Brown. Brown will inbound. Ursery, Mayers, and Batista new to the lineup. Under 2 minutes to go now. King outside. Three-pointer put up by Batista. Rattles out on him, no good. Rebound's going to be cleared out of there by Samuels, and here comes Garden. Hutchinson will go to 15-3 on the young year. I say young. There's a nice shot inside by Samuels. His first basket. He has 4. As we're going to head into the meat of the schedule here in January and February. I think Steve was worried a little bit about this week, Darren, is when you talked to him about how many games in a row and how we were heavy-legged on Tuesday night, on Monday night, that is, against Northwest Kansas Tech. Better tonight. Brown going to flash it down to Mayers. Can't get it done. Long pass down court. Running it down. Loose basketball was Willis. Willis is off the bench. And up comes with the basketball will be Hutchinson. King will walk it up. 1 minute remaining. Ursery with the long 3. It's off its mark. No good. Rebound Osborne for Garden City. Ball on the outside. There's Marquise Terry. He'll drive in and a jump ball's called. Possession arrow will point Garden City's way.
I think the other thing, too, is it's not so much that you're playing all these games in a short amount of time. A lot of them end up on the road over the course of this week here for the Blue Dragons. Started on the road out of Cali, on the road today, and finish on the road at Pratt.
Into the ball game. Queth will check into the lineup. He's out of Omaha. Comes the inbound. Stolen away by King. Hutchinson brings it up 46 seconds ago. King layup good. And he has a career high now, 12 points, correct?
Correct.
So career high, 12 points for Clarence King. Long 3 from the outside, missing by Terry. Rebound into the hands of Willits. Give it off to Osborne. He'll knock down the 3. His first basket of the game. He got some minutes earlier in the contest. He's out of St. John, Kansas. 91-72, Hutchinson. They're going to avenge those 2 losses that they had at the hands of Garden City last year. Came out here and got beat and then really got beat at the sports arena. Got Queth with the basketball. They'll spin away, and they're just going to dribble it out. 7 seconds. Got Queth, turns the ball over. Coming up with the will be Garden City. Had to decide which way he was going to go and shoot it on its way. Not there. Your final score. Hutchinson by the score of 91-72, a winner tonight. Hutchinson runs their record to 15-3. And 7-10 goes Garden City. More importantly, Hutchinson now in the league conference at 6-3 and stay on track with Barton and Colby, who both got wins tonight. We'll have up all the numbers, get set to shot for Coach Eck as well. We'll be back on the post-game wrap-up brought to you by the Medicine Shop at 14th and Main in Hutchinson. We'll be back right after this 2-minute timeout.
Hi, this is Rob, and I want to tell you about one of my favorite